There we go. Let's get fishing nice and quick. A change of location. Because where we were, there was a very poor internet signal. I thought it'd be really good signal. But it appears it's not, so I found somewhere just round the corner where there's great signal. So we'll see how it goes here. Most important thing is get. I was catching fish back there though. Let's see how we do here. There we go. What's this picture like? Oh, that's not so bad. Let's see if we can catch any fish. We're catching loads in the previous one. We were catching loads of fish in the previous swim, but not so many here. Anyway, let's see what comes along. Raid my fishing bag, which is in my bag. There. Let's get some micro pellet down. This is option B, this one, for fishing, because the other swim under those bridges produces a lot more fish. And that alone will have the bush. Hopefully we won't be buffering as much. Hi Mark, you know where I am, Mark. I tried to fish that other swim, and it was just rubbish. The fishing was actually really good. The signal was rubbish. So I'll swap now. I'll swap to this swim because the signal's much better just there for some reason. But sadly, the fishing isn't as good. It's back up to the footbridge, 50 yards down there. Don't ask me why that is, I don't know. It's all to do with the signal, but the fishing is a bit rubbish. The internet's flaky, blame the Russians. I'm trying my best, but that's just life sometimes. 1 minute I get a great signal, and the next minute the signal just like dries and goes. There's not a lot I can do about that. So a bit of a bone in this top pocket. No bites. Give it another 2 inches of depth. We'll keep going. There we go. Until we find. See, Mark Dunbar, I took your advice on the floats. Okay, we've got a nice big 5 grammer on there. Go. We'll just see how we get on. Keep going down 3 inches or so at a time until we start getting bites. There's hardly any flow. Monsieur Dunbar, there's hardly any flow. We'll get them on. We'll bring these fish up. They're around. They should move today. As yet, in that other swim, Mark, Because you know where it is. I was getting a bite every cast. But here, not so hot. Not so hot here. Now, when I fished here a couple of weeks ago now. Last week. Yeah, when I fished here last week, I was getting loads and loads of perch out there. Oh, we're getting a false rest down the wheel there. Really nice and tight. One more on this, and now put another 2 or 3 inches on. We'll keep going till we're nearly on the deck. Reception ain't good. I'm sorry, Chris. Trying my best. If it stays really bad, I'm just going to turn off and go fishing. Let's go and move up a little bit. It isn't hard to do. We'll go and find another swim up here when I'm not under a bridge. Let's go looking. Let's go and find another swim where we might get better reception. There we go, look at this, we'll get a view of Manchester now. Let's go and get a swim somewhere else up here. Oh dear, sorry for... Let's try this one. Let's try and see if this swim's any better, shall we? Get better reception. It's a lot better connection now. That's excellent. Good. I've moved, you see, as you can see. I'll just get that little plant out of the way. Now, I fished this swim in a match many years ago. And I'd like to tell you that I aced it. Well, I didn't. I caught 1 dace in 5 hours when I fished this on this swim in a match many years ago. 1 dace. So let's get back on the go. Let's see how we get on. Put this lot down. Right then, let's see how we get on. 8 o'clock now, an hour and 15 minutes of fishing. Oh, bait's gone already, look at that. We'll just keep adding a tiny bit of depth until we hit the, start dragging the bottom. See, at least now I'm in the sunshine, whereas before I was under the shade of that bridge. I apologise, I should have run a speed test before I started the live stream to make sure that I was getting good signal, but we live streamed from there last week, it was great. So, oh well, live and learn, don't we? Let's see how we get on. There's so little flow. We could really do with it. A good dump of rain, couldn't we? A good dump of rain would make a big difference. It's a bit noisier here as well, isn't it, with all the road noise and road traffic. I thought that was going to be a good mark. If you're still watching, I was fishing the peg you were in last week, and I thought it'd be great, but there was rotten mobile phone coverage. Oh, now that was either the bottom or a bite. I'm still after the elusive irwell gudgeon. What else do I need from a species hunt? I need gudgeon, barbel, bream, trout, grayling, pike, and a stone rod. So I think after that, I'm about caught all the fish that swim in the irwell. Oh, carp! I've not had a carp yet. One of my pals had a carp the other night. No, that's it. Gone a second time. There we go. Let's get back out. The flow's dreadfully weak today. It's just like, sometimes you get a good powerful flow here through the city centre. There's an upstream wind and very little flow because it hasn't rained for so long. So, we'll just see how we do. Float could really do with an extra, like, a BB on it, I think. Might put number 1 on, just to get rid of the shoulders. Yay, fish on! Yay. Oh, I got off after that. Got off. At least they're here. Look at that little rascal, it's actually bitten the maggot in half, so it never actually held the maggot. So it never held the hook. But that's an encouragement. Well, I'm glad we've got a better connection. There's nothing worse than trying to do a live stream with rotten connection. I'm getting old, I can't go trotting anymore without my glasses on. I've had a bite. That's a big deal for me. Just get this presentation right as it goes down. It's hard because there's quite a strong wind blowing the line all over the shop. So in a way, it's quite good that I've got that 5 gram of. There we go, and again. What have we got? Come on, fishes. What do we have? A dace. What a surprise. A lovely little dace. Oh, it's a chublet. Little chub. Hang on. Spin it round so you can see. There we go. Little irwell chublet. Isn't that fantastic? Ooh, who's at that end? In it goes. What's going on? Oh. Going mad, pull the new mag out. It's a lovely view, isn't it, for what I've got here. I've got Aviva Studios opposite. There's a young couple having a kiss and a cuddle on one of the benches, which is nice. Oh my. Let's see what else we can get. But if you're watching in the live chat, well, if you're watching the live stream, don't forget to give them a like and a subscribe, because I appreciate that. And also, come and say hello, introduce yourself in the chat, tell us where you're from, where you go fishing, etc, etc. And if you're jealous because I'm out fishing and you're sitting at home. But in the previous swim, stroke previous live stream, we had roach, dace and chub. And in this one, we've missed a couple of bites and we had a little chublet. So, not really got them going yet. But we will. Yay! This one, river monster. Now that's a dace. When they're that big, it's difficult to tell the difference, isn't it? I think the dace have got grey fins underneath, and the chublets have got little red fins and a big fat legs. But fish is a fish. We've had a couple now. Hopefully the big brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles will come and play soon. I'm enjoying myself live stream. Whoa, bye. I'm going to go fishing on a different river on Thursday. I'm going to go on the Mersey, but I'm not going to live stream. I'm going to make a proper blog, sorry, proper video over it rather than going live. I'll do editing and that sort of thing. We'll see how we get on. See, now I'm just on the inside line here. We'll see what we get here. As soon as I look at my phone, there, look, there's 18 people watching, but no one chatting in the live stream. I'm catching fish. Come on, criticise my technique. Let's have a look at that maggot. Just about acceptable. Ow, hook myself. There we go. It's a lovely evening to be out. Trains are going past, people are going past, city life, etc. I love fishing. I could go fishing all day, every day. What do you say, Matt? There's plenty of fish chopping near you. I think the irwell's on the way up as well. But a few people have been there's been a few people, Mark, fishing near to Giant Sea on the irwell, and they've been flanking, which isn't brilliant. And they're good anglers as well. But it's still very patchy. I think the city centre is fishing excellently on the River Irwell, but the rest of it's quite patchy. Unfortunately. I keep giving it depths until we start dragging the bottom. As soon as I come back with a tiny bit of weed on, I'll pull it up 2 or 3 inches, and that'll be the depth for the rest of the evening then. Fish-wise, as I was saying on the previous stream, fish-wise, today I've had roach, dace, triplet and a perch. So 4 species this evening already, but I'm really after new species for the Mersey River species hunt. Try and get myself up that leaderboard. So far I'm on 7 species. Missed that bite. Just feeding. Maybe that was just the depth. Just getting a bit of pellet in. And the pellets have gone dry, they're not wet enough. I'm getting a lot of them on the inside line here. Oh, look at that, we had a fish on all that was waiting for me. What have we got? Dace. And a little dace. So we're not doing too bad tonight. Like last time, I'm going to fish till about 9:15, I think, and then head off to the car park. So I'm going to stop fishing at 9:15, so we've got another hour's fishing. And then we'll see where it goes. We might see what else we can get as the evening progresses. We might sort of end up with some sort of like rogue trout, would be nice. Decent bream. Plenty of bream in this section. There's plenty of bream roach hybrids which fight like the crackers. Irwell barbel, Irwell carp, grayling, trout. There's no shortage of fish in here. Plenty to go at. An irwell eel, that would be a turn up for the books, wouldn't it? Say the pace of the flow is very, very slow. I've fished lakes where there's been faster undertow than this. That just gives you an idea of how slowly this is running. I'm just going to dip my landing net in the river. And then and just use some of the water to wet off these pellets. The pellets are dry, which is no good to anybody. Oh, that's better. Now they stick like a good. You can make a little ball out of them now. I'm fishing these little 2mm halibut micros. Oh, got a bite. These little halibut micros here. Let's get them on the line where I'm fishing. And this will keep the fish busy for a while looking for micros. I'm a real big, if it's not hemp, it's got to be micros, isn't it? Keep the fish busy. Now I had 2 bites there while I was feeding the micros. Oh, battered. Right then. And I haven't done it, I've forgotten. I need to increase the depth a tiny bit, don't I? Increase the depth. What are the 7 species I've caught so far, says Jeff Prunty. 1 bite in 3 hours. Wow, downstream of Agecroft Bridge. I tell you what, it's like a fishing graveyard, fisherman's graveyard down there. So, I reckon I should, someone said I should fish the whip here, and I think you're right. Maybe a miles better method than trotting. The 7 species I've had so far have been perch, roach, dace, chub, stickleback, what are the other 2? I got them the other day, minnow, minnow and a bullhead. But I suppose that's 7. What else could I reasonably expect to catch on the irwell? Well, I suppose I should reasonably be able to expect to catch carp, that's 8, bream 9, pike 10, trout 11, grayling 13. What else we got? Grayling 13. September for this competition, I think I've done very well. But I might get some hybrids, and they count in this competition, so that might be 16. I might get a tench from outside the turning circles, that'll be 17 species. Might get a ruff, that's a possibility to catch a ruff, that'll be 18 species. So 18 species is a fair shout. What do you reckon, Jeff? I'm gonna when I finish catching my species on the Irwell, I'm gonna come and fish the Tame and the Mersey. I'm gonna have a practice. Catch diphtheria. That is very true. There's fish topping in the swim here now, which is nice to see. We've got 32 people in the chat, so I hope you can all do me a favour and press the like button, and most importantly the subscribe button. I do like watching my subscriber numbers go up. I'm closing in, I'm getting closer to 750 now, which is good. This swim is much slower than the previous swim that I fished the other day with Mark. It is not, it's the best phrase, it's not as prolific. Not as prolific, this swim. The swim just near the grey pillar underneath the footbridge, you can see people jogging and walking across. That swim was a killer the other day. Absolute fantastic swim. And it was today as well, because when I started, I was getting a fish a chuck. I was getting a bite a chuck and a fish every other cast. So that was pretty good going, but obviously the signal was rubbish, so I just moved a little way upstream. And sadly we're not catching as much, but the signal's better. It's like having the best of both worlds, isn't it? But the fish are here, we're getting the occasional bite. I've not really got them going yet. I think I need to get my catapult out and get some extra distance. I should have one at the bottom of the bag. There you do. How's that? Let's get this loose feed out a tiny bit further. Every time I put the rod between my legs like this, that's better, guaranteed a bite. Let's have a look. Jeff Prunty, what do you think of this? Hey, Mitchell 300A. I was going to use an Abo 506, an Abu, there, put my teeth in, an old Abu 506. Oof, wind's right in my face just for a second. I was going to use an old Abu 506 tonight, but I couldn't find it in the tackle shed. And then on the way here, I suddenly realised it's not even in the tackle shed, it's in my bedside drawer. Too much tackle. Too much tackle. It's in my bedside drawer, my Abu 506. It's a lovely reel as well. Perfect for trotting. Better than this one. Plumb the depth. If it's that slow, it'd be like fishing a canal. You are right. Well, I'm literally gonna do what I always do and just keep 6 inches at a time. That's how my wife says that she likes me making pizza. 6 inches. can't get so much. I was talking to Phil, my mate Phil, shagger to his friends. The 72-year-old with a red hot Tinder account, the dirty old man. Anyway, he can't come tonight. He was gonna, but he couldn't come and keep us company tonight and share his exploits. Oh, right then. We missed the bite. Because he's got a bad tummy. Poor old Phil, he's got a bad tummy. Now, is that... Whoa, whoa, whoa. We'll put the extra depth on. I'm not just finding that that's the bottom now. There's no debris on the hook. That down the rod tip. Not clever. Oh no, we... Okay, basics, isn't it? That's better. Can't even get the basics right sometimes. I need to get myself a little bait station. And I need Phil to put an angler to come and feed for me, don't I? But there's fish there. We're getting bites. Not always hitting them, but we're getting bites. There's fish there. Oh, that was a quick one. I've been fishing single maggot all evening. I think we'll go double. Just see if it makes a difference. I'm on all white maggots tonight. There's no... I normally tend to buy coloured maggots, a pint of mix. But this time, for some reason, the words 2 pints of white came out of my mouth as I was in the tackle shop. 2 pints of whites, please. Cheaper than beer now, isn't it? Ow, 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 ow. That's not clever. Ow, ow, ow. No, that's bad. Yeah, maggots are cheaper than beer. Try drinking them. Jeff, I've been good boy, you know. I did dry January and my good's gone. I did dry January, Jeff, Mr. Punty, and it lasted all the way till last week. I went to watch Oasis. I didn't pay. I sat on the hill and watched it for free in Heaton Park because I'm tight. We can up the feed, I think. We've got plenty of maggots. I went to watch the Gallaghers at Heaton Park and I sat on the hill and had a beer. And it was nice, and I recommend anybody to do it. If you want to watch Oasis for free, it's a Heaton Park Metro link, walk 200 yards inside Heaton Park, and there's a big hill on the left hand side, and you can sit and watch them and listen to them for free. There's really, really good acoustics, so it sounds as though you're actually in the concert arena. and you can see the big screens. Whoa, Mr. Bike talking about Oasis. Was that a bite? Definitely, maybe. See, I can make jokes. That float went supersonic. Yeah, the Oasis live down the road from the missus on Burnage Lane. I've got one, but I can beat you on that one, Mr. Prunty. I used to live in the same block of flats as Lemmy from Oasis. So, from Oasis, from Motorhead. And I met him a few times, and he was a very nice man. And he always used to laugh about the block of flats that I used to live in Cheetham Hill. It's called Berkeley Court if you want to look it up on Google Maps. I lived at number 23 and he lived at number 26. Oh, is that a bite? Oh, a dragging. See, I could fish this with a pole, to be honest with you. I could come on my box and fish it on a pole, which is what I might do the next time I come. Oh, bite. Do it the proper way this time. We'll feed, instead of casting and feeding, we'll feed and then cast. Oh, we've got a fish on. And it got off. Bloody hell. While I was gossiping there to you lads, I had a fish on. And it got off. Rubbish. Rubbish. Anyway, I've been working on my website over the weekend. If not now because you're on my live stream, but if you go to fishingfiend.net later on, I've not got that many products up yet, but the shop is live, the blog is live, and by the end of next week I'll probably have 100 different product lines up listed. I think I've only got about 5 up at the moment. Still faffing around with photos. Is the correct word, faffing. Faffing with photos. So it's been hard work, to be honest with you. I'm sort of right. The best description is that I'm at the limit of my technical capabilities. So everything I do it slow. I don't have a maggot shortage, so up the feed a little bit and see what happens. We'll up the feed a little and see what happens. And you're right, Jeff Punty, you can't drink a pint of maggots, can you? Unless you're on that I'm a celebrity. I bet they'll get you to drink blended maggots. Hey, get them in your wife's juicer. Yum it. So I first started my Fishing Fiend blog back, believe it or not, in 2008. I've been going for 17 years. Hundreds and hundreds of posts. Then in the last 18 months I've been deciding slowly that I was going to open an online fishing tackle shop. It's taken me 18 months to do it, but it's now live. I've got Stripe and PayPal. I've got policies. I've got terms. I've got cookies policies, returns policies. I've got privacy policies, terms and conditions of sale. My goodness, you've got everything. WooCommerce, WordPress, Hostinger. I've got Lightspeed, Jetpack, you name it, blooming heck. I've got loads of stuff going on there. It's taken me a long time, but I'm pleased I've got to where I have. And what I intend to do is I'm going to start selling the fishing tackle that I use and adding links to my YouTube videos and stuff like that, and to my blogs, and actually giving people the opportunity to use the same kit and rigs that I use. So I know I get a lot of messages from people saying, what rig did you use, where did you go, blah 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 blah. And I've sent out so many free rigs over the years. We've got a fish. We've got a fish. Aren't they, river fish? You can feel them flexing the muscles far more so than lake fish. River fish always, they're stronger, aren't they? Because they're more muscled, because they're constantly working against the flow. Just have one midstream for a minute while I you can enjoy yourself looking at the eye candy of Manchester on that bridge while I'm fishing. Just a bit far here, isn't it? You can't really get a good view. That's it. Let's see what the boys have to say. Barbless hooks. Yes. Am I fishing tomorrow? I've got, sadly, a really busy family day tomorrow. It's Tuesday, isn't it? And oh yeah, what else has happened? Oh, believe it or not, even in the wind, because there's been no wind, a massive branch has fallen off a tree at the back of my house. It's not on land that I own, but the branch fell into my garden, so I've got someone coming round to have a look at sorting that out. What else is going on? There's loads going on tomorrow. I've got a big meeting in school, got the office, look at some accounts. Oof. Hawk wind. Oh, Mark's, I've got to roll with it, that's true. Am I fishing tomorrow? I'm not, I'm fishing Thursday. Yeah, we're in, fish on. I'm fishing Thursday, and I'm going to fish the Mersey. What have we got? We've got a roach. Look at that, that's a nice one as well. Irwell roach. No good, none of these fish are any good from a species hunt. There you go, can you see that? Lovely fish, isn't it? In it goes. So that was a little bit further out and with a bit more heavy feed. Let's see if we can get. What I'm going to do, just as an experiment, is I'm going to up the feed for this last half hour. Let's see how we get on. And fish now. Instead of baiting with the throwing in by hand, we use this catapult. Got loads of maggots, so good job I've got a bait fridge, eh, Mrs. Duddy? You don't get maggots in your ham sandwich. Once I made my wife a ham sandwich and the maggots had escaped in the fridge and I didn't notice. And she had a sandwich. And the maggots crawled out of the sandwich and started doing laps of the I never noticed. And since then I've been banned from for keeping maggots in the family fridge, and now I've got my own fishing fridge. See if I can catch any carp and tench. But I really could do it with just fish the pole here tonight. The current is so slow. I should fish a big pole float. I'm pretty sure that'd do the job, to be honest with you. But if I did that, I'd hook into an irwell barbel, wouldn't I? But at least if I hook something big, I've got a chance on this rod and reel. So, keep the bait going in. Yeah, when I fish the Mersey, I'm going to fish the maggot feeder. See what happens. Fish the feeder. And hopefully, see if I can snag myself a Mersey barbel. Quite a while since I've had a Mersey barbel, and I know a swim, and that's where I'm going to go. And I might fish like a size 10 hook with a worm and a maggot cocktail. Let's see how I get on. 12-pound hook length, eh? The time's 10 to 9. It's summer, isn't it? Blue sky in Manchester, sun's still out. I'm still fishing. Whereabouts on the Mersey we go? I'm going to go fishing Stockport on the Mersey, not lower down. The fish right up at the top in Stockport town centre. Oh, I missed the bite. Nitwit. Right. Yeah, I'm going to fish. I fished the Mersey in Warrington a couple of times on that Paddington bank when I used to have a Warrington card. It's really good, really enjoyable. And that's where you can fish under a pole. But this time I'm going to fish a nice strong current, so I'm going to have a big heavy feeder on. A big heavy feeder, plenty of lead. Plenty of lead, that's what I'll need. It's a good strong flow. It's nice, the bottom's nice and clean. There's very few snags. So if I do get a fish, you've got I can let them run a little bit. But I'm quietly confident if I get there at the crack of dawn, which is what I'm going to do on Thursday morning. I'm talking about 4:30, 5 o'clock job. That I'm going to knock off my Mersey barbel for the species hunt. And out of respect for those Mersey anglers, I'm not even going to film it. Otherwise you'll get every Tom, Dick and Harry in what I consider to be the best peg on the Mersey. So on the irwell, I don't mind sharing on the irwell. But the because there's so many different places to fish, but the Meuse is a different kettle of fish, isn't it? Look on the bright side, at least there's been no rowers go past tonight. I love the noise of that. Listen, hang on, listen to this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, look at that in the trees now. I'll give you a bit of Mitchell noise in a second. There we go. You ready? Oh, what a sound. Let's keep reining this bait in. Some of you might think I'm overfeeding, but I've seen shoals of fish on the Irwell that have probably been 100 yards long at times. So there's plenty of fish. And when they arrive and when they're on it, it's fantastic. Used to be a good couple of spots at Heaton Mersey near Parswood. Oh well, I've never really looked at it down there. I fished the Mersey at Northern Weir and done so, and I fished it up in Stockport town centre and done okay. A lovely noise, that, isn't it? Mitchell noise. Let's see what's out there. To pick the camera, get like a Mitchell alarm clock on your phone. The Mitchell ringtone. Oh, bite out there straight away. So if you're watching and you're enjoying it, drop me a subscribe, because I do fish a lot. Back to single maggot because there we go. I fish a lot, that's the best description. I enjoy it. I do all sorts of fishing. I was going to go fly fishing on Saturday. Or was it Sunday? Sunday I went, Sunday morning. I was going to go fly, was it Saturday? I can't remember what day it was. Saturday morning it was. I was going to go fly fishing. It was so hot, I just thought, you know what? My elastic split. My elastic split. Oh no. I'll have to get that's done for the night. It's a good job we're only here for another half an hour, isn't it? Do some more power. a bite then. And again. And again. Oh, he's going mad on that float. Yay, we've got a fish. What have we got? Oh, it's a dace. Is it? Or a little chublet, one of the two. It's a dace. Whoa! A slippery dace. So one of the ways that I always distinguish between dace and chub when they're this size is, I'll show you on the camera here. Dace have got a grey browny fin. Whoa, sat the juggler. And chub, there we go. Chub have got little red fins underneath. That's my take on it anyway. What do I know? What do I know? Just a bloke from Manchester with a fishing rod. If you want to know where I am, you can see it. Look, it says it there, Aviva Studios. If you look up Aviva Studios on Google Maps, you see where I am. You can come and fish here yourself. You get 3 hours free parking outside. Oh, I forgot what it's called now. TK Maxx, whatever it's called. Regent Road Retail Park. 3 hours free parking. It's a 5-minute walk away. You get a £100 fine if you overstay. Oh, we had a bite. Come on, fishes. You're not far from the confluence of the Goyt and Tame near Sainsbury's. That's a good swim. Bit tricky to get down there. Come on, fishes. Do your thing. I've not had anything big tonight, which is a bit of a disappointment. They've all sort of been hand-sized fish. The first fish I caught of the evening, before I turned my camera on, of course, a very nice perch, about £0.5 to £0.75. I had to use the net for that one. I'll get a bite while I'm doing this. Danny boy, hello to you. Light our souls, hello. Where's 7? You're 10 minutes behind. Has it been buffering? Who else is out there watching along? Say hello in the chat. Oh, bite then. Say hello in that. I keep getting bites round about just there. That seems to be the hot spot at the moment. Let me know where you're from. I always find it interesting where people are tuning in from. We had a guy from Wisconsin the other day. We've had, whoa, there we go, look at myself in the back of that. That's not clever. There we go. Thank goodness for barbless hooks. Absolutely battered that one again. We had a guy from Oregon, a couple of people from Germany. I always find it really interesting where people are watching from. The delight of the internet, isn't it? Like on my blog, I've got a little thing that tracks a map of where my blog visitors come from. They're literally all over the world. New Zealand, I've got a regular from Fiji, unless someone's server's based there. Loads from America and Canada. It's really nice. Good thing the internet, nice to connect with people, isn't it? Like we're doing, like all of us are doing tonight. I'm out fishing, you're connecting with me. Love it. having a chit chat, catching a fish, wishing they were bigger, some of you wishing that I'd shut up, or have a better camera. I don't even know if you can see the float on this or not. You could see the float the other night, which was quite good. So it's 32 watches. Come on, hit the subscribe button for me. Let's get me up to 750 this week. 750 subscribers, which would be good. So I'm definitely going to go live one more evening this week. It could be Thursday, but then it'll be a long day that. Early morning fishing and then evening fishing as well. Oh, so what? I think we just had a little bite then. Well, we did, because maggots are gone. I've not done this for a while. Another 6 inches, about 3 inches. What are we on now? Good 6 foot depth there now. Amateurish, aren't they? It must make you lot feel a lot better when you watch me, my amateurish attempts to catch fish. Smugly at home saying, I'm better than him. Okay. If I was there, I'd catch twice as many. But you know what? You probably would. Let's see how we get on. Ah, that's dragging the bottom. So, I'm still desperately waiting for my irwell gudgeon. That's what I really need for my species hunt. If someone turned around and said, what fish do you want to catch most for your species hunt? I want to catch a gudgeon because that'll be the hardest one to catch. I reckon. Hardest fish to catch. If you catch the hardest ones, you catch the easy ones while you're waiting for the hard ones to sort themselves out. Come on. Ooh, everyone on there. Ah, I love it. Fish on. I reckon I've hit. I've just gone down that extra tiny bit. And I reckon that's what I've not done. Changed the depth slightly. I've started to hit bites straight away. So if you're not a subscriber yet, get subscribing. I won't shut up about it until I hit 1,000, and then after that I'll be able to get Google to pay me some petrol money and buy my bait. Buy my bait. Hey, that'd be an interesting one. Come on, fishes. Do you know what I think would be good fun? If I can find myself a decent runs water and fish method feeding one, that we can have the camera focused on the tip for the wrap rounds. I think that's the bottom. I think I need to come up 6 inches. Overcooked it. I do like a good method feeder session. Really great fun, isn't it? Watching that tip. Absolutely love it. You don't have to be a purist all the time, do you? And I tell you what, it's effective. One of my little friends had a carp out the irwell yesterday evening on the method feeder. Well, fair play to him. Good little angler. Might be watching tonight. I know his mum might be, Joanne. Lovely. Look at the sun reflecting off these buildings. Lovely. The towers in the distance over there. My pal Anthony designed those. He wasn't the architect, he's a structural engineer. He did all the steel calculations for those buildings. So. We never really got them going here this evening. When we were under the other bridge, when and when we started off at 7 o'clock, we did really well. Bite of chuck, loads and loads of fish. Going on here. Sangugo. That's not clever, is it? Wind knot. I can fish in braid with a wind knot here. Pull it out. There we go. It's a proper one. I have to unpick that when I get home. Thankfully it's not too big. And what was on the end here? We've got, look at that massive fish! Another tiny one. Chublet. Whoa! 100% chublet. Jumping chub. Let's rescue you. Look at that, chublets. With the coating of sand, anyway, it's wash off quickly in the river. For those of you not from Manchester, you're thinking, how come he's only catching small fish? Sadly, about 2 years ago, he was in a few years' time. That's not good. Anyway, it's 10 past. I didn't realise the time. It's 10 past. And that's going to be it soon, unfortunately. Pink maggots are the answer, Mr. Prunty, yes. Gudgeon, my first gudgeon was Drinkwater Park. I caught a gudgeon in Drinkies when I was 4, I think. get to Ringley for a gudgeon, you've had a couple. It's alright for some, isn't it? But have you had them in recent years? I've had gudgeon at Springwater Park in Whitefield, but that was like 10 years ago. Have you had a gudgeon recently is the question. But that's what I'm after, catch the hard ones. But if you aim for the hard ones from the beginning, the easy ones come along on their own, don't they? Fish on! Fish on! Oh, fish off! Haha, barbless hooks. Fish on, fish off. Like the Karate Kid, isn't it? Was it paint on, paint off, varnish on, varnish off, one of the two. Mr. Miyagi. Paint on, paint off. Good film. I'm not feeding anymore, it's pointless now, I'm going in 5 minutes. Come on people, let's have a look how many. 32 in the chat, that's good stuff. We've had dace and minnows. It was last year you had a... Oh, right. I have wondered, outside, used to be the Nelson at Ringley, the pub. Big sandbanks there. And I have wondered if I'd be able to catch gudgeon on those sandbanks. I'm also thinking of dunking my GoPro underwater at Springwater. Oh, I missed. See what happens. But I'm going to have to go because I'm worried now. There's fish chopping everywhere now. I'm worried that I'm going to get a £100 parking ticket. So, on that happy note, everybody, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining in the chat. We'll have some fun again, probably, we'll try Thursday night. And thank you very much. Don't forget to press the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you Thursday. Adios. A bientôt. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen.